Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I am Megan Mary, a dream analyst dedicated to transformative personal growth and enlightenment for women. And today I am thrilled to welcome you to the Transformative Sound Healing Summit, a journey of transforming souls and raising vibrations. Sound healing uses sound and frequency to heal the mind, body, and soul, and is a profound practice resonating at our core. Guided by Spirit, I created this sacred space to elevate women globally, weaving the powerful threads of sound healing into their everyday work. In our midst is an extraordinary circle of women on a magical journey, aligning with the incredible healing power of sound. I'm deeply grateful for each of you for answering the call to share and discover the transformative power of sound. As Alexandra Gabriel says, working with sound allows us to tune into the global grid matrix, and that whether we use our own voice or play an instrument, we are connecting to Source through sound. Today, let the vibrations of sound carry us to new realms of understanding and healing. Together, we'll explore the profound impact sound has on our mind, body, and soul. So thank you for being part of this sacred journey. May the resonance of sound guide us towards personal growth, enlightenment, and a deeper connection with the universal harmony. Now today is 11/11, and the date holds profound spiritual significance. The universe gives us a powerful portal where the alignment of repeating numbers carries mystical energy which transcends the ordinary. In spiritual circles, 1111 is a doorway to higher consciousness, an invitation to connect with divine energies and universal wisdom. The repetition of 1 amplifies its potency, representing new beginnings, intuition, and alignment with the higher self. The 1111 portal is a moment when the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds thins, allowing heightened spiritual insights and a deeper connection to the divine. It reminds us we're on the right path, guided toward our true purpose. Interpreted as a cosmic signal, 1111 nudges us to pay attention to thoughts, intentions, and energy manifestation. It's a call to be conscious creators of reality, particularly supporting manifestation and alignment with our soul's purpose. As we embark on this transformative sound healing journey, let 1111 infuse our gathering with divine vibrations, amplifying the healing frequencies explored today. And may the energy of 1111 guide us towards inner harmony, spiritual growth, and a deeper connection with the universal flow of love and light. Today, I want to introduce you to the powerful energy of dream analysis and solfeggio frequencies, a practice that has the potential to empower and heal the feminine spirit in remarkable ways. Solfeggio frequencies are a set of ancient musical tones that are believed to have healing properties. These frequencies date back to the medieval era and are thought to have a therapeutic effect on the mind and the body. There are 9 primary solfeggio frequencies that are expressed in hertz, and some of them correspond to the chakra system. Now, Nikola Tesla once said that if you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would hold a key to the universe. The 3, 6, and 9 are the fundamental root vibrations of the solfeggio frequencies. So proponents of sound healing believe that exposure to these frequencies can stimulate healing by resonating with the vibrational frequencies at the cellular level of the body. It's suggested that these frequencies can align and balance the energy centers or chakras in the body and promote overall well-being. Now, dreams have always been a mysterious and intriguing part of our lives. and they serve as the gateway to our subconscious, where our deepest desires, fears, and unresolved issues reside. Dream analysis is a tool that allows us to tap into this hidden realm, providing valuable insights into our inner world. But what happens when we combine this with the profound healing potential of sound frequencies? So imagine a scenario where a woman comes to me for a dream analysis session, and she's been experiencing recurring nightmares that revolve around feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Through our session, I decode the dream with my dream mirror method, and we uncover that these stories are actually rooted in her past, in a childhood trauma. These unresolved issues are affecting her self-esteem, relationships, and overall well-being. Now here's where the magic of sound frequency comes into play. Solfeggio frequencies can be tailored to address the specific issues that surface during dream analysis. So in this case, I might recommend the 528 Hz frequency, which is otherwise known as the Transformation and Miracles frequency. It's associated with healing and the restoration of self-worth specifically. So by listening to this frequency regularly, my client can begin to rewrite the negative narratives from her past, replacing them with positive and empowering beliefs. As a dream analyst, my goal is to guide women in integrating the wisdom and healing potential of their dreams into their waking lives. The dream content serves as a map, and it reveals our challenges and opportunities that we must face. And when we pair this insight with the appropriate solfeggio frequency, we create a powerful synergy that accelerates that healing process. Let's delve into another example. A woman approaches me with a dream of falling, and after decoding her dream in a session, it becomes evident that her falling dreams are linked to unresolved anxiety and the constant pressure she feels in her life. To address this, I suggest she listen to the 396 Hz frequency, known for its power in releasing fear and guilt. Over time, the anxiety that once plagued her begins to dissipate, allowing her to regain control and find a new sense of security in her life. So these examples highlight the profound potential of combining dream analysis with sound frequency healing. It's not just about interpreting dreams, but using them as a catalyst for positive change. Dream analysis acts as the compass, and the solfeggio frequencies serve as the vehicle to navigate the uncharted territory of the subconscious. In this practice, it's crucial to tailor the frequencies to the specific issues revealed in the dream content, because no two women are the same, and their dreams are as unique as their life experience. But by tailoring this approach, I can address the root cause and the trauma that manifests in the dreams and give them a pathway to healing. And it's not just about addressing past wounds. It's also about envisioning a new future for the people who are actually having the dream. So maybe they have untapped gifts, for example, and that can really be a way that we can delve into those gifts by using the sound frequencies to resonate with their chakras and help them tap into their inner wisdom and amplify their intuition and gain clarity. So as a dream analyst, I've seen remarkable transformations in the women that I've worked with, and their dreams cease to be mere reflections of their past or sources of anxiety. They become tools for self-discovery, empowerment, and healing. So with the integration of the solfeggio frequencies, we can open the doors to a more profound connection with ourselves and the universe. And the healing journey becomes a symphony of transformation. In conclusion, dream analysis coupled with solfeggio frequencies is a dynamic approach to healing and transformation. It harnesses the wisdom of our dreams and the vibrations of sound frequencies to create a harmonious and holistic path to self-discovery. The potential is limitless, and it's my hope that this approach becomes more widely used and recognized as a valuable tool in helping other women embark on their self-healing and self-empowerment journey. Now I'd like to invite you to listen to my very special guest today and explore the vast healing power of sound frequencies that we are going to hear. So we have Susan Eva, Casey Castro, Sharon Buck, Yi Lee, and Kate Marginson. First, I'd like to welcome Susan Eva, and she is going to be talking about bioenergetics and sound healing. Welcome, Susan.
Thank you, Megan, and hello, everyone. First of all, thank you for inviting me to participate, Megan. I appreciate this so much. I love spreading the word of sound healing and working with the energies of the body. So, working with the bioenergetics, being that we're all energy beings and energy is always moving, our life is a reflection of our energy. So, the more we work with the energy of the body, the more we can experience the life that we're looking for. So I have brought in crystal alchemy singing bowls as another way to tap into that, because the bowls are all, my particular set is an endocrine set. They're all tuned to they're tuned to different chakras in the body, but they're also all tuned to 432 hertz, which is the frequency of nature, and it's the frequency of our natural state. So when we have a sound bath using the frequencies of these bowls, the frequencies, because of quantum physics shows us that two dissonant energies will come together, it helps bring our body back to its natural state, and healing happens as a byproduct. It's wonderful to get out of the mind and into the body and let the frequencies take hold. So I'm going to take the time that I have and give you an experience with the bowls, because I think that's the best thing rather than me talking about it. So I invite you to get comfortable. You want to close your eyes, just allow the sound to come in and let it do its magic. And so enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed that and had the experience of these beautiful bowls that have transformational qualities. And thank you again, Megan, for inviting me.
Thank you so much, Susan. That was beautiful. It sounded wonderful.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Next, we have Casey Castro and from Primordial Path, and she's going to be talking about tuning forks in energy work. Welcome, Casey.
Hi, I am Casey. I'm a healer, mystic, yogi, light worker, and a dedicated student of metaphysics and life. I run primordialpath.co, and I just want to say thank you to Megan Mary for including me in this Sound Healing Summit. I'm very excited to be here. So I have been working with energy for as long as I can remember, and today I will be chatting about the use of tuning forks in the energy work that I do. Firstly, let me explain what it is that I actually do. I work with clients on a one-on-one basis to transmute energy. So the process of energy transmutation is an alchemical way for us to convert our energetic bodies into pure gold. So together we access the energy body using sounds, light, color frequency, channeled energies, Reiki, and codes, and we facilitate energetic healing or transmutation. Now, this could be anything. It might be a limiting belief, it might be a past loved one that's hanging around, it could be the relationship of the biofield to the physical body, aligning and unblocking the chakras, healing through space, time, and dimensions, color frequency healing, clearing and cleansing the ancestral lineage, clearing and releasing past life traumas, entity removal, cleaning energy cords, dissolving implant structures, energetic tethers, upgrading and fortifying the auric field, or it could just be simply a tune-up, which, let's be honest, we all probably need. So first, we need to remember that everything is energy. So energy is the basis of all life, of all matter on this earthly third dimensional plane. Everything is a composite of energy vibrating at a particular frequency, which is informing the form that something takes on. So the feelings that we consciously or unconsciously have are actually a barometer for incoming and surrounding energies and vibrations, which means that we have our own unique signature frequency energy, which is a culmination of our infinite life experiences, lessons learned, and variations of past lives. Now, our heart is actually the most powerful electromagnetic energy producer in the human body, and it produces around 60 times more amplitudes than the brain. Now, I think this is pretty spectacular, and this means that you can actually feel the energy from the heart 6 to 12 feet all around us. Now, the formal name for our energy field is the biofield, and this is actually scientifically measured. Now, in the energy world, we tend to call this the energy body or the auric field. So when we begin to work with energy, sound, or consciousness, we understand the relationship between the inner and outer worlds, and this is where the tuning forks come in. So tuning forks enable me to essentially diagnose the energetic block, escort the energy out of the body, recycle the energy for a higher purpose within the body, and release traumas from past life experiences, and so much more. So we generally use the lower frequencies in the lower part of the body, as that relates to its organic vibrational makeup, and the more dense the body, the lower the frequency. So the higher up on the body is the higher the frequency that we use, or the note. Now, how we use our intention with the sound is the guiding force behind the way the sound interacts with the client in the energy session. So the ways in which we use the tuning fork, we can use it as a diagnostic tool to find any shifts or imbalances within the energy field relating to an emotion, a physical ailment, or a spiritual or energetic block. We can use this to retune and charge up the chakra system. We can use it to take stuck energy out of the system altogether. We can use it to bring down new energy specifically aligned to that frequency being used. We can harmonize the energy field. We can strengthen boundaries of the auric field. We can promote a healthy flow of energy along the central energy line. So the way that we do that is we sweep the field, and it's a way that we gather the data, and this shows information points where energy is trapped. So that could be energy, emotions, trauma, mental looping patterns, old beliefs, ancestral pain, etc. And it shows these blockages in the body. So they all show up, and how they look and feel is totally different depending on the individual client. So these imbalances affect us, and when they are left unexpressed, untreated, and unintegrated, they impact us in our regular day-to-day lives. And that's not really that good. So when we're doing the sweep, what I do is I hear a pitch change within the field, and it's an indication to me that there's a pocket of energy which is holding a charge and emotion, and energy which at times can be out of balance and affecting the life of the client in a not so positive way. So the specific set of forks that I use are tuned to the solfeggio frequencies. So these frequencies, as Megan said in her introduction, are said to be the original tones used in music since ancient times, specifically within the church. Now, remembering that churches and cathedrals, well, the old ones, were designed as resonant chambers that bring about healing and transformation for anyone in these spaces. Maybe you've experienced that yourself when you've been in an older cathedral and there's been a choir singing or there's an organ playing or both, and it just sounds so incredible, and it's almost, you feel it in your body. That's the resonance and the sacred geometry within that space. But that's a whole other topic. We're not going to get into that now. So back to the solfeggio frequencies. I use the 9 set, which I'll tell you now what they are and their general use. So 174 hertz is the biggest fork, going all the way down to 963 hertz, which is the smallest. So as you can see, they get much smaller the higher the frequency. So 174 hertz. This one is used to remove pain. Now that could be real or imagined, physical, mental, emotional, any type of pain. So 174 hertz. Then we have 285 hertz. This one is used for influencing the energy field. .396 hertz. You can hear they're starting to get higher. This one liberates us from fear and guilt. I feel like we all need that a little bit sometimes. 417 hertz. This one facilitates change. 528 hertz. This repairs the DNA. 639. This one heals relationships. Again, relationships with self, with others, real, imagined, whatever relationship you feel needs healing. 741. Quite high pitch. This one awakens the intuition. So we would use this a lot predominantly in the third eye chakra or the crown chakra. 852. This one attracts our soul tribe. So attracts other like-minded souls to you. 963. This one connects us with light and spirit. Now, if someone was quite stuck in fear and really in their lower chakras, in their dense body, I probably wouldn't go in and use a higher tone frequency. I'd start off with these lower ones to help remove and just clear out any density that's sitting in that lower part of the body. So as you hear, it gets higher and higher. Now, I'm going to do a little exercise with you. This is called Exercise of the Heart. So I want you to sit comfortably with your eyes closed. Good. Now take a big deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Now I want you to place your left hand and then your right hand over your heart space. Good. Allow your body to become heavy, relaxed. I'm going to use the tuning fork 417, which facilitates change. Take another deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, keeping the eyes closed. Now I want you to find an emotion or an energy that maybe you struggle with in the heart. Allow the sounds from the tuning fork to enter your heart. Begin to listen and feel for any imbalances. ask and set the intention for information to be given and a safe space to be made for you to be able to feel the openness. When you find the imbalance, gently speak to that energy. Find out its shape, its size, its color. And when you're ready, begin to scoop or sweep that energy out of the heart space. Allow it to leave with the frequency of this sound, 417 hertz. Allow this frequency to bring it out of the energy field. Good. Gently open your eyes, come back into your space. Thank you so much, everyone. My name is Casey, and I'm from primordialpath.co.
Thank you, Casey. Okay, next we have Sharon Buck, and she's going to be talking about the energetics of health. Welcome, Sharon.
Thank you. Nice to be here with you and everyone who's tuning in today and will tune in later. I'm going to do a little combo. We had a beautiful demonstration of singing bowls with the first presenter, and then we had some really good information the second. I'm going to do information while I do some sound. And so I am going to start with some singing bowls that I use as well, and a variety of them, and bring in some tuning forks. I use singing bowls and tuning forks in the work I do. And I'm a biofield tuning practitioner, sound healer, licensed massage therapist. And you can check me out at my website at harmonysoundhealingwithsharon.com. So the energetics of health really is like vibrational medicine, as we talked about. Already, we are energy. We are electrical beings. We resonate with sound. And what we've been effectively exposed to has been at a visceral level. We are embodiments of our experiences and our dreams and the people who came before us. We are living beings. Most of us aren't always feeling alive, though. Some of us may be feeling dead inside. When we suppress our emotions, they get locked in our bodies. So sound healing can access and release. By doing our own work, our healing, we not only heal ourselves, but we help heal the ancestral lineage, our forefathers and foremothers. And we help the collective. back to ourselves, brings us back to life and to balance. When we're out of balance, we can literally be off balance. For example, if you have chronic hip pain, perhaps it's on the left side, how much of that is caught up in emotions? Perhaps past traumas, memories, words that have been imprinted. Remember, words are energy, and words are sound. Our bodies are constantly speaking to us if we only listen. Perhaps they've been waiting to be released all these years. Sound goes to our very core. The center of our being, the home of our soul's song. There has been a melody we've been playing all our lives, but the good news, and here is the good news, we can change our tune, quite literally. What was dissonant can become consonant. What was chaotic can be harmonic. The notes of our lives can be brought back into harmony, back into alignment, back into flow, back into ease. So tune into your body right now. Check in with yourself. Find where you feel out of whack. Where is there tension? What's vibrating with this beautiful tuning fork? Does it feel like sandpaper on your soul, or is it soothing? Notice what you notice. You can feel it anywhere in our bodies, but if we're off center, we may be feeling something more on the right side or the left side. And the right side is often masculine. It's often about anger, often unfelt, unexpressed. And the left side is often about victim, feeling powerless, incapable, helpless, hopeless, untethered. What's trapped can be released using sound frequency. So notice what you notice in your body right now, with using vibration to shift whatever is locked up in your body right now. Remembering that humans have walked this earth for a very long time, and yet we have a lot to learn. First about ourselves, then in relationships, and then out in the world. So when we're out on the left side, We get into victim mode. We don't speak up. We're afraid to take the next step. We're worrying about the future. Notice if any of that rings true for you. And I'm feeling quite a bit of energy in the upper heart. So this is definitely where, this is also where the immune system is, the thymus. So you might know about tapping. Donna Eden's work tapping the thymus for supporting immune health. This is also when it's off on the left side, it's often exhaustion, depression, drudgery. When it's off on the right side, it's not taking responsibility for ourselves and for our lives. Just notice if any of that rings true for you. It's amazing what's stuck in our bodies. I had a client just the other day who I worked with who had all kinds of issues in her right foot, and yet she couldn't figure out why. In one session, and she's going to get more, but this session, we got through the timeline of her life through the energy field, and we got to about 8 years old, where she remembered out of the blue that her brother had angrily stepped on her foot at one point, and I don't remember what the circumstances were, but all of a sudden it clicked for her. Oh my goodness, I think this has something to do with it. The power of sound is amazing. I love working with sound. And if you want to work with me, I'd be happy for you to check out my free retreat that you can find. I think Megan will have that available. I'm very happy to be part of this. And thanks so much, Megan, for having me.
Thank you, Sharon. That was lovely. I really enjoyed the narration as you played. It was very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, now we have Yi Lei, and she's going to be talking about using your voice as a healing instrument. Hi, Yi.
Hi, Megan. Thank you. And hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm just taking a moment because my heart's like, I could really feel that. So thanks, Sharon, for activating those things. And it's been such a lovely summit so far, hearing people's sounds. So my name's Yi Lei. I'm based in New Zealand. I'm Chinese. My background, my parents are Chinese. I was born and raised in the UK, but now I live in New Zealand been here for 9 years. I also work with tuning forks as the other practitioners as well. I also offer healing sound journeys using different instruments as well as my voice. I also run Healing Voices Choir and another session called Vocal Toning Meditations. And it's all facilitating a space for people to access their voice. And I do deeper work through systemic constellations, which is looking deeper into the story of our voice, like who or what has impacted our voice in the world. And I began this journey in 2008. And before that, I worked in IT. So something completely contrasting. So I had the logical side as well, now working in this field of vibration and frequency. And my story is that I was actually quite shy, quiet, and scared to speak up. So I've come a long way from being that quiet person to doing things like this and being able to speak and zoom in and talk to people from all over the world. So the voice story for me has been healing in a way that I was able to give voice to emotions that I didn't have words for, energies that I just held back, unprocessed situations, impressions. I just did not have the words for them. And so sound came in as that healing tool through my Reiki teacher. And it was just really helpful, just introducing simple things like chakra toning. Some of you may have experienced that, but just being able to give voice and tones to different things. And for me on that journey, I discovered that it's more than just your voice in terms of the vocal cords. I realized it was actually about accessing all of oneself and bringing yourself fully into your life and living. So the voice for me is not just here, it's your whole being. How can we be comfortable with how we show up in the world? And so we have this powerful healing instrument inbuilt within us. It's free. And whether you use it actively or not, we're still voicing something in the world with our mere presence. So the voice applications, I'm just going to talk a little bit more about how is the voice used. We know it's used for communication and, you know, a way to alert people. We've had, like, back in the olden times, ancient cultures would do chanting as a way to celebrate or to acknowledge deities. Voice can help you give a mood or a voice to unexpressed, unprocessed emotions, impressions, and situations, as alluded to by the previous practitioners, that if we have these unprocessed situations, no matter how big or small, they can kind of get stuck or left there in the energy field and impact our everyday life and living. Self-created sounds can be meditative, hence the intoning kind of meditative things, and those kind of those people associate with the oming or any vowel sound, and that can really help you calm the nervous system down. So self-created sounds can be quite meditative. Then they can be cathartic. I'm sure you've just wanted to go, ah, and really release, or maybe you've held that back. And there's so many things that we all wanted to say, but we've never had, or we were told it's not ladylike, or that's just not cool, it's not appropriate to release whatever that cathartic thing is. And it may be even from previous lifetimes or in our ancestral lines, that a lot of the stories that may be running through our ancestral lines are to be quiet for safety, for example. Voice can be also the sounding of expression, can be very expressive. And that's what we do in our Healing Voices choir. I invite the participants to explore with their voice and make different sounds, silly sounds with the intention. So that's the key thing in all of this work, is the intention part. So we have the frequency or the sound, and then the intention part. So the expressive part could be, I want to sound joy, or sound peace, or sound sadness, or sound anger. So it may not be actual words that come out, but a grunt or a noise or something that is coherent with that emotion, that expression. And once it's been acknowledged, it's no longer stuck. It has then movement. This thing, many people say emotions are energy in motion. So you're just giving that thing that was unexpressed movement. Sound can also be activating, as I've just experienced there with the sound bowls. It can be very activating. So kind of something switched on within our being, within ourselves, like, oh, I feel really aligned, or I feel energized. So this kind of activating thing. So our voice can be reactivating. Or maybe when you hear someone else's voice, this kind of tone they use, it can be reactivating in a contributory way, or it could be very contracting. So someone's voice can be activating in a way where, wow, I really feel comfortable and I feel I can open up to you. I feel I can work with you. So the vibe tribe mentality, where you're kind of drawn to similar vibrations. But also that activating can be feeling contracted because it may have triggered something where we need to close down. So the sounds can be helpful or not helpful in our world. And it's just being aware of that. One is catching that and being aware of it with how we use our voice, where we use our voice, the tone we use. And so our voice can be very soothing as well. It could be self-soothing and it could just be hearing someone else sing a lullaby, for example, when the mother sings to the child, this kind of soothing aspect to the voice. And in some traditions, I know in my own tradition, I've got Chinese background, in our kind of multi-day funeral, for example, there's an actual section where you where you cry. So there's a release in that moment. And I think Irish folklore, they have keening. And that is, again, a purposeful section where they are wailing in lamentation for those who have passed on. So there's this, again, this expression, it's allowed. So, you know, those traditions may have been lost because we've been not allowed. We've had to be quiet or shut up. It's not appropriate. So there are these cultures and traditions that want to come back through. It's like to allow oneself to express. So the healing instrument can be for yourself, for your body, which we'll explore in a moment. We have time. It can be for others. I've got the healing choir group. It can be for others. And we've placed someone in the middle of that circle, and we've given voice to the intention on request of the person in the middle. So the person in the middle may say, oh, I just like more ease, or I'd like more confidence. So the people around the group sound with that intention and offer that to the person in the middle. So even though we may be sounding different things, it's just so empowering for the person in the middle, because they just get this 360 or multi-dimensional soundscape bathed, and they're bathed in this soundscape. It can also be for, the sounds can be for the land as well. I've given, that's been very much part of my journey, where I've traveled different parts of the world, some known, some unknown sacred places, to give voice for the land. And sometimes that's me releasing, sometimes I'm giving voice where a place would like to have a tone or a tune come through. And so that's expressing for the land or for the plants and the animals. Or it can be two. It can be being us being the conduit for that frequency. And when we give voice to the land, ourselves, we're kind of unlocking something within ourselves, I feel. This is my experience of it, of being that conduit, or the hollow reed, as they say, for that sound to come through, can release the wisdom within and unlock a lot of things that we were not able to access before. So some of the benefits of the self-created sound can be lowering your blood pressure, reducing levels of stress, releasing the oxytocin or the trust or love hormone, increase mental stillness and clarity, improves the vagus nerve tone, which is the longest nerve in your body, and it's like you're literally toning your body. So the act of doing the or the is how you can tone the vagus nerve, which connects to all your organs and helping to nourish those organs. And so if we have a little moment, we can have a go with humming. And if you want to join me, just to take a deep breath in and out with me together. And just notice your body on the chair that you're sat on. And maybe just find a body part. Perhaps it's your lower back or your shoulder or your heart. And you can place your hands there. And we'll just do one hum together and just notice what you notice. So just taking a deep breath in and humming out. Nice. And just notice what you notice. So I leave you with that vibration. You can play more with that in your own time, and I'll hand back over to Megan.
Thank you, Yi. I love your story about the healing choir with everyone standing in a circle with that person receiving that voice sound healing. That was really amazing. I'm glad you explained how that worked, because in my mind I was not visualizing that way at all. So it was really great for you to explain that. Okay, last but not least, we have Kate Marginson, and she is going to be speaking on bowls for the heart and soul. Welcome, Kate.
Today we've heard some great information and some lovely sounds. So I thought, being the last one, a fitting meditation would be focusing on grounding our beings so that we can digest what we've learned and encouraging a greater opening through our hearts as well. So I invite you, just wherever you are, you can do this meditation in your seat, or if you'd like to get a little bit more comfortable, you can take a position lying down. So just find that space, get nice and comfortable. And I invite you to take the following mudra with your hands. Just a really loose grip with your lower 3 fingers, just showing you on the screen. And then you'll use your pointer finger to press together. And then the thumbs come together as well. And you'll just rest that down onto your lap or onto your stomach if you're lying down. This mudra helps to connect the left and right side of the body. And now close down the eyes, taking a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Take another deep breath in through the nose. This time you'll exhale out of the nose as well. Nice full breath in. And exhaling through the nose. So allowing the body to really weigh down in your seat or lying down. Let the eyes be heavy, soften through the jaw and the tongue. And I invite you to set an intention for this meditation today. I offer you this intention. I am grounded and connected to my soul and being. Once again, I am grounded and connected to my soul and being. Let the eyes be even heavier now. Shoulders are melting away from the ears. Breath is soft and effortless. Feeling a true grounding and being drawn towards the earth center. Allow the thoughts within your mind to still. Start to become open to the sounds around you. Just allowing them to wash through your mind, over your body, connecting with your being, your body, mind, and your soul.
As we conclude this enriching sound healing summit, I want to express my deep gratitude for joining us in this sacred space of exploration and self-discovery. I hope you've gained valuable insights and inspiration to nourish your spiritual journey. I also want to invite you to take the next step towards unlocking the full potential that you may have in your subconscious through dream work. As a token of my appreciation, all event attendees are eligible for an exclusive 20% off discount on my self-paced online courses. And if you're ready to jump off the metaphorical cliff into true spiritual awakening, I invite you to join my new 90-day Women's Dream Empowerment Program, which until 12/21 is 11.11% off for all Sound Summit attendees. So over 3 months, you will receive spiritual guidance and coaching, including dream decoding, dream integration, and what I call middle message mentoring, as well as custom audio meditations. You will also receive access to the Dream Decoding course and my exclusive Women's Dream Collective community. So book a free 30-minute discovery call with me today to find out more. I'd love to meet you. And now I'd like to open up the floor to anyone that might have questions for our presenters or myself. Feel free to put them in the chat before we close.
I would just like to say thank you, Megan, for gathering all of these beautiful women together and giving us each of us the opportunity to bring our experience with sound healing to the forefront. The more we do that, the more the world expands in sound healing. So thank you. It's been an honor to be present here. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. I really appreciate everyone being here. And Danielle has a question. Are there specific sounds or frequencies that work better at different times of the year? Who would like to take that one?
I will say, I don't know the answer to that, but I think you're probably right. Right now, we're entering the next couple of months. We're entering the time of year that's the holy days, where we have more access to the higher realms than any other time of the year. So I would say whatever frequencies that we're using at this time of the year for the next couple of months, I think it's going to be more profound and more transformative the more we tap into it at this time of the year.
And I would add to that the different wheel of the year in terms of the solstices and the equinoxes. I feel like those are really key points, as well as like the Lionsgate portal, the 1111 portal, these different dates that, although they're on the Roman calendar, really coincide with specific spiritual occurrences and opportunities. And I feel like those moments in time throughout the year can actually be really powerful times to do certain types of work and healing with certain frequencies.
Yeah, I would just tag on that, Megan. I was just thinking the Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine traditions do talk about earth, wind, and fire and water, and those do coincide with season. So you can look into that. I don't know about specific frequencies. I'm sure that's part of it, but that's not my main thing. But it certainly can be brought into this work, and I think it's very powerful.
And I'm glad you brought the elements up, because I do a lot of, I guess, metaphorical work in terms of elements and dream content. And I also think that the other thought I had was that the time of year, so this time of year is where we're moving into the darker part of the year. And I feel that that can be a really great opportunity to do the shadow work. And when we do the shadow work, we want to use certain frequencies to transmute and raise those vibrations. So I can see
I'd like
that
to add to
Yeah.
that because I'm on the southern hemisphere. We're going the opposite way.
Oh, yes, yes.
But the thing that I was that got my attention about the different times of year is just noticing the nature sounds. So we're in spring going into summer, and so I'm noticing the bird song. And I've just been doing a project with Heritage Seed Tomato Place here, or playing sounds and frequencies to the tomato plants. So there is this kind of community of sounds. I've noticed that what if humans can be part of that as well? What if humans are part of that as well to enhance the plant life? So the bird song helps with the opening up of the plants. There's a thing called sonic bloom that's actually putting back missing frequencies in some monocultures because a lot of the insects and bird life aren't in certain places because of the way we've been working with the land. So I don't know about specific frequencies, but there have been some, I guess, more geeky people who have been working those specific things out to add back those missing frequencies to certain agricultures. But I'm just noticing just the nature, how they morph and change depending on what's required in the environment. So what if we could do that too?
Yeah, and then
Just like that.
you just helped me jog my memory too on the other frequencies that do help support Schumann frequencies are Earth resonance. And, you know, of course, the ionosphere around the Earth has a certain frequency, so it is a very grounding set of frequencies. And then there's the Fibonacci series, which is more based on the sacred geometry of life and the organization of those parts and like the cells in the body, for example. So it's this is a great rabbit hole to go down.
Yes.
And I
Thank you
would
for bringing up the
like to add,
Fibonacci series. Go
sorry,
ahead,
I would
Susan.
like to add too that, certain times when there's a full moon, for instance,
Yes.
or a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse, those things I think would also be different as well. What I find with my bowls, the experiences that people are having, the bowls play differently every time. So if someone's having issues with their personal power and their solar plexus, I can play my e-bowl, and that's going to make a difference in that. But what I'm finding is the bowls know what the body needs. I don't need my head to get involved, and I'm quite in awe of that. How the bowls play differently, even for a specific client, they don't play the same all the time. So they seem to know what the body needs and what the person needs, and they resonate with that. So I think that's quite fascinating, and I know there are studies being done, particularly with the crystal alchemy bowls, monitoring people when they're listening to it to see how their body reacts. And the challenge they're having is that even if it's the same bowl and the same person, they don't play the same all the time because there's something different going on with the person. And I find that fascinating as well. So, it's another invitation for me to get out of my head, do the best I can, but get out of my head and let the frequencies come in, because it's the foundation. These frequencies are the foundation of all of life, and the energy of it. So um, I feel I need to let them do what they know, and so I wanted to add that piece.
The same with
Yes.
quarks too. It's amazing. They are doing some studies that really shows that the change of frequency, that's actually how we determine if we're in a place. So yeah, it's fascinating work.
I wanted to thank Susan for bringing up the lunar cycles because the previous summit that I did was on embracing lunar wisdom, and that was actually my portion of that was about dream work in correspondence with the lunar cycle. And also our dream content and how our dreams are affected by the lunar cycle. And so, most definitely, depending on the moon phase, regardless of the season, there's opportunity there for certain types of work that are more akin to that moon phase that very well sound frequencies would also correlate with.
I love the collective wisdom here. I just needed to say that. It's really neat how we can add information from our various areas of expertise. It's really wonderful.
I agree. It's really all about bringing everybody together, and it just makes me so happy to have you all here. So I really appreciate everybody taking the time to share your wisdom and to perform. And yeah, it's just been amazing. Thank you everyone for being here. I put a PDF in the chat, which is the special offers for all of the speakers. And I'm also going to be putting this out on YouTube and separating out each of the speakers into separate videos as well. So you'll be able to catch all of the replay nicely cleaned up and listen to it whenever you want. So thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening as applicable.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.